Hello my friends, this week I've got a bit of a haul video for you and I've got a new journal reveal, and because I was feeling silly and my imagination ran away with me, I had a little imagining of what would happen if my journals got together and had a chat. So if you want to skip it, go right ahead. It's a minute and a half of me being silly, but I hope it gives you a giggle, and I'll join you on the other side for a bit of a haul video, a bit of a book review, a bit of a chat, and yeah, we'll see how we go. Good luck. Hey, have you heard the news? Apparently we're getting someone new to join our club. What? Someone new? What do you mean? I haven't heard anything. Apparently they're very important and very special. I think they're going to be my new friend. No, not new friend, no new friend. I've just arrived here. I'm limited edition. Oh, Junior, come over here. Tell us what you know. Hee, I love tea. I'm very important. That's what you think. Ha 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 ha. Apparently this new one is even more important. Oh, I don't understand. What's going on? Well, hello there. I'm new in town and I'm very special and very important. I'm the original, the one Louise wanted in the beginning when she was in Japan, and now, after years of staving, I have arrived. And welcome back. I hope you enjoyed that little silly movie that I made and that it doesn't haunt your dreams. Yeah, I was at a sports carnival, and you know what it's like. You're sitting there waiting for things to happen and your mind starts to wander and you get some silly ideas and then you come home and act them out. Anyway, I hope it gave you a bit of a giggle. So yes, I've got a bunch of new things to share with you today, and the first one is this Tokyo Station Traveler's Notebook company cover and insert. So the story behind this is when I went to Japan a couple of years ago, it was right before, you know, the P word, we visited the Traveler's Notebook shop in Tokyo train station, and I really would have liked to have purchased one of these at the time, but unfortunately I'd spent all my money on other things and I just yeah, it was just another expense that I really couldn't justify. We already had to go and buy another little carry-on bag to fit some of the extra things in, and because we also had gifts from my family from when we visited the Netherlands. So yeah, we were getting to the maximum of our luggage capacity as well. So these covers are only available from Tokyo Station, and I've been haunting a few, not haunting, I guess I semi-regularly just have a look around and see if there are any either going that are secondhand, or that people from, or Japanese Etsy shops are putting them on. And over the last couple of years I've seen some, but they're always quite pricey, or the shipping's very expensive, and it's really just not been within my reach until a few weeks ago, and I saw one on eBay with free shipping, and it was affordable, and the shop owner got really good reviews, so I decided to take the plunge. So it has arrived. So my other notebooks don't have to really worry. My tea journal will remain my tea journal. My everyday carry will still keep doing its job, and my limited edition hotel one will keep being for my swatches and other sorts of inserts too, as I see fit. What I wanted this one for was as a dedicated travel journal, and that's the other thing, is that I haven't really felt that it's been justified up until now either. Whereas now I can start seeing, I've had that little trip down to Sydney, we've got a little trip planned around about Christmas, and then so I can really start seeing that travel is becoming more attainable again. So that is what this one will be used for. So with that in mind, some other things that I have picked up over the last few months is, what should I start with? So the other thing is I picked up this because I've been really getting interested in this concept of sketch journaling and doodling, and including little illustrations in my journals and travel journals. And I wanted to look, there's a ton of stuff on the internet, but it's nice to actually look at a book and have a book to refer to, not always going onto the screen. And I found this one by Kimiko Sekimoto called Sketch Your World, A Guide to Sketch Journaling, and over 500 illustrations. And I really liked her sort of naive, I guess, type illustrations, but she also does introduce some perspective as well. So sometimes they're really quite doodly, and other times they're quite sophisticated renderings, I would say. And she goes through basic techniques, items you'll find in a cafe, items at a corner grocery store, in the kitchen, street scenes, adding colour at the table, on the road, and sketching people. Now it is quite food heavy, I have to say, but I've been using it as a bit of a like a practice guide. So I've gone through and I've read the entire book. I don't feel I need to do these basic techniques with just drawing lines and things like that. I actually did technical drawing when I was at university, when I was doing my Bachelor of Regional and Town Planning, and I learnt a lot of drawing techniques as part of that course, but that was a long time ago. But yeah, I do know how to draw a circle and a plane and so forth, but these are really good exercises. So I've actually been going through her book and using the illustrations such as this one, like cups and saucers, as a bit of a exercise, like exercise, practice technique type refresher sort of scenarios. And I haven't actually done any of the colouring yet. I've just been working on the sketches and practicing that. This was just a free little notebook that I picked up somewhere along the line. It's got quite nice thick type pages. I'm not sure it has a GSM on it. Anyway, good for practicing. So as you can see, she goes through and she does a whole lot of suggested techniques, and she has items, so she explains the process on how to fill it out. And yeah, so it's kind of nice, a lot of things that you use in your everyday shopping bags, you know, bread baskets. There's also kind of replicas of her journal pages in here, kitchen utensils, and then she gets into things like specifically for travel journaling, like itineraries and maps. That's one on the front. Oh, she does these ones which are her plain meals on her flights. Obviously this is going back quite some time. Yeah, so it's just full of really sort of nice, achievable, sketchy doodly things that you can practice and help develop your own style. She suggests doing plans of your hotel room. Yeah, it's really interesting. It does get a bit, sort of jumps a bit from this sketching people, where it's not so much step by step, but kind of goes straight into it. Yeah, I think that would have been handy if this chapter was a bit more fleshed out, and there wasn't quite so much on food. It's very food heavy, but it's a nice little book. It's about the size of a journal, so if you actually wanted to take it with you as a reference, you could. Yeah, so I'd probably look, would I buy it again? Yeah, I'd buy it again. It wasn't particularly expensive. I got it off Amazon, and it's a reference book, so it's something that I will keep coming back to regularly. So with that in mind, now keep in mind, these are all things that I have been picking up over the course of a few months. The other thing I got myself, you might remember I made myself a Delfonics style pouch around the beginning of the year, which I use for my tea journaling. It fits my passport sized journal in it, as well as a few bits and pieces that I take around the house as I follow the light. And anyway, Milligram was having a huge sale, and I picked up this vertical pouch for, I think it was almost like 25% off, something like that. It was basically too good to pass up, essentially. And so what I have in mind for this is to take this traveling. And with that end in mind, I wanted to make sure that I could fit in my regular sized traveler's notebook, as well as a few other bits and pieces. And you can see it is a little squishy, but it works, it fits. And what else I have in here is I have a Watercolor Paper Pad, 300 GSM, 180 by 125 millimeters, 100% cotton, and it's actually glued on all 4 sides with a little gap in here. And I haven't tried it out yet, so I can't sort of comment on that, but it also comes with this little tool that is designed to slide in here to separate out the page after you've finished painting, which I think is really yeah, I thought that was great. I also got this off Amazon as well. And I have this so I'll take this out so we can leave this out and see that as well. So you know that I got these pens as well. Ecosleeves were having a sale, and I got some of these pigment liners because they're waterproof on paper, so that will join the kit. And wow, Amazon's really done well out of me for the last few months. I also got this set of pocket brushes or travel brushes that come in this little faux leather pouch. Once again, I haven't tried them as yet. I've been a little busy, but this is a number 4. They get really good reviews on Amazon, so hopefully people know what they're talking about. Unlike myself. But yeah, so I thought that was kind of cute. And then the other thing was that I've been talking about getting some travel watercolors to take with me, and I got in touch with Rosamond, who is who we have regular sort of exchanges on Instagram, and she's a very, very talented watercolor artist, and I actually commissioned her to do a portrait of my former cockatiel Percy, and it's just beautiful. It has pride of place in our house. And yeah, she's a lovely lady. She's very kind. She's very generous with her time and her comments. And yes, so when I reached out to her for some advice regarding some travel watercolors, she was really, really helpful. And in the end, I purchased this Schminke set. I think I can't remember if it's limited edition or special edition or something like that, but it comes in this leather, and I think this is real leather. Yeah, it smells like real leather pouch, and it had a lot of the types of colours that Rosamond suggested would make a good travel palette. And so it's got this little fold out thing with mixing bits here, a little bit of card here so you can create your own color chart, which once again I haven't done yet. This folds out, so you see that I haven't even unpacked them yet. They're all still in their wrappers. And this is the Hoarding Aquarelle which I understand to be that Schminke have two types. They have the Academy Aquarelle and the hoarding Aquarelle, and my understanding is that the Academy are like a student grade or beginner grade, and that the hoarding are the more professional grade colors. Now, I'm not saying I am professional. Pause for laughter. Mostly my own. But Rosamond advised that the pigments and quality of the paint, it's worth getting the best grade that you can get, essentially. And so this set comes with 12 colors. The font's very small, lemon yellow, quinacridone gold, chromium yellow, hue deep purple magenta, perylene violet, geranium red, helio cerulean, Payne's grey bluish, ultramarine finest, phthalo green, perylene green, helio green. So I understand that you can mix most colours from a primary palette, and so most basic, like for a basic colour palette is recommended a cool yellow, a warm yellow, a cool blue, a warm blue, a cool red and a warm red, and you can kind of make most of your colours with that by mixing two together. Then Rosamond was also saying though that once you start mixing more than two, that you can mix three, but it can start getting muddy, and colours that are difficult are things like the purple and the like aqua teal, and yes, so to have a few more colours kind of widens your palette. But I was really attracted to the size of this, and there's actually space in the middle that if I don't want to take this whole thing, I can actually fit, I think, is this one, what number is this? So this isn't the smallest brush, so this is a number 8. Yeah, so it's it's fairly decent. It's kind of in the middle. I can actually fit that in the tin, which makes it really quite compact. Yeah, so I am very excited to give these a go. I just haven't had the time. I don't want to rush it. I really want to sit down and enjoy it and probably film it to share it with you guys, because you know, I know that a lot of you are interested, which is really nice to share your hobby with people who are interested in the same things. Yeah, and anyway, pop that in there. So as you can see, it all fits really. Oh, hang on. Here's the packaging. I kept that because I wanted to show you. Yeah. Oh, special edition. There we go. Horadam Aquarelle Finest Artist Watercolors. It has the numbers of the paints on the side, and yeah, it's a special edition. And what else does it say? Okay. Artist pigments in highest possible concentration. So that was the thing that Rosamond said to look out for. Each colour has its own individually optimised formula. Pans poured 4 times in liquid state. Fully reusable paint when dried on a palette. Now, I thought that was good too, because that limits your waste, doesn't it? So if with all those mixing spots and everything, you don't have to clean it all up. You can just reactivate it. And high control of paint flow. So, yes, so 12 half pans with leather case. Yeah, so I thought that looked really, really good, and I shopped around, made sure I got a really good price for it as well, and I will link that too. So, though maybe I don't want to add up all these things, she says. And yeah, so I'm just popping everything back. Am I going to be able to get it all back in now that I've taken it all out? Oh, we don't need that up, do we? And I'll pop this in here. Yeah, I thought that was particularly kind of cool. Oh, it comes 20 sheets. I thought that was pretty cool because I thought you could do like postcards and send them while you're on the go. And I really liked how it came with that tool, because I could just see myself ripping it otherwise. And yeah, and then on the outside I've got some pins. I think that was a freebie from Dimmix a few years ago. And this one was a gift from a friend. And this one, my husband wanted some aftershave for Father's Day, and I must have spent far too much on it because they gave me this nice little badge. So I thought, oh well, that goes really nicely, and my, doesn't it look fancy? So right, so that's just a few things to share with you, because you might notice I haven't been doing like the haul type videos lately because I've been secretly hauling and hoarding. And yeah, so if you have any questions, if you want to know a bit more about this book or anything with my limited knowledge, I'm always happy to have a chat, answer questions if I can, and or I'm always happy to receive advice as well. Yeah, but I'm probably mostly asking questions rather than answering questions, but I'm always happy to be learning new things, learning more. And yeah, so anyway, so thank you for watching. I hope you found it funny and informative and maybe even useful. Yeah, so till next time, have a wonderful day, week, a good night's sleep, wherever you are and whatever you're up to. Bye.